Hey everyone, my name is Hamish. I'm the product manager for Trimble TerraFlex, and in this video, I'm going to go over what is new in the Trimble TerraFlex version 2025.30 release. Our focus for this year has been about refreshing the user experience of the Trimble application. For longtime TerraFlex customers, you'll know that the current design of the application has remained largely unchanged for the last 8 or 9 years, and it was time to really update that to give a more modern look and feel for the application, to streamline the onboarding for new users, but also to simplify those day-to-day workflows, to reduce the complexity and improve the productivity when you're working with the solution in the field. So while you may be familiar with the application, looks like this today, in 2025.30, the home screen for TerraFlex will now look like this. While our goal was to modernize the design of the application, we didn't want to change so much that the application felt unfamiliar for existing users. And so while there are obvious changes here on the home screen, like bringing in the location status information into this view, it should still feel familiar enough for users to pick up and get started with once this release is available. In this video, I'm going to walk through the main change in the redesign, which is the introduction of these tabs at the bottom of the screen to let you navigate through the home, tasks, forms, and map view. While those are the main changes, there are also changes in the slide out menu for the GNSS configuration, as well as changing some of the common settings in the application, like your unit system or the accuracy method that you want to use for displaying in the application. The redesign also gave us an opportunity to implement some of those most common user experience improvements that we have heard from you over the years. In this video here, I'm showing that you can now search for projects in the project list. I know this one especially is going to be really useful for the customers out there who are working with a large number of projects in the TerraFlex application. As well as those changes, we also wanted to take the opportunity to improve in some of the user experience in the application. Like now, when you start up TerraFlex for the first time, you'll get a prompt to connect to your GNSS receiver. And if you've been previously connected to a GNSS receiver, you'll now also get a notification on the home screen if the application fails to reconnect to that. The goal here is to put more information into the home screen so that when you first start TerraFlex, you're getting a good picture of whether or not the application is ready to go without getting into, say, the feature collection workflow and then finding out that you're not connected to the receiver. Alongside that change, we're also bringing in more notifications into the application, like the license expiry messages that you can see here, both on the home screen, where we're going to warn you when the TerraFlex license is expiring shortly, but also in the licenses view, so you have that kind of persistent notification about when your licenses might expire, so you don't get caught short in the field with an expired license. The other big change here is the introduction of this help screen, as well as linking directly to the help portal and the mapping and GIS community from within the TerraFlex application. We've also put together a YouTube playlist with videos showing how to perform common workflows and common configuration steps in the new design here. Here's an example of a video that will be available in that YouTube playlist, walking you through the steps to connect to a Trimble DA2 GNSS receiver. The goal here is that when this release goes live and you start up TerraFlex for the first time, if you're unsure about how to connect to a receiver or connect to a laser rangefinder or change some configuration settings, then from that slide out menu, you can go to the help screen and go straight to this YouTube playlist where we'll have these videos to guide you through that workflow. The other major change in this release is the introduction of the reference layers, enabling you to see existing assets or boundaries for field work in the map in TerraFlex to help your decision making in the field and also your field efficiency. In this video, I'm going to show how you can open up the map view, navigate to the map layers menu, and then turn on the reference layers option at the top of the screen there. Next time you do a project sync in TerraFlex, it's going to check to see if there are any layers in your map workspace in Trimble Connect that do not have a template, and then download the features for those layers onto your device. This means that you can work with these reference layers offline or without an internet connection on your device, so you don't need to be connected for this information to be visible on the map. Once the features are there, you can see them on the map alongside the feature data that you have been collecting in TerraFlex.